Hi everyone, this is Karen Hightower, design team member over at Stamp TV for Gina K Designs. Today I have a card project I want to share with you, and we will be making a little acetate window in the card. So I used the Frames and Flowers stamp set 1 and 2. On the 2 I used the frame, the small rose, the large rose, and the leaves. And on the stamp set 1 I used the birthday wishes greeting. I also have the dies. This is the Fancy Frames die set 2 and the Flowers 2 die set. I will also be using a piece of Pure Luxury cardstock in Dusty Rose, cut at 4 by 5 1/4. That will go on the inside of the card. And the card base is Pure Luxury cardstock in white, heavy base weight. I took the frame and already cut it out, so we didn't have to do that in a little while. It is scored at 5 1/2 and then folded. I have some packaging from, I believe, an embossing folder that I cut out a little piece for the window. I just took the square that I cut out of the card, laid it on there, traced around it, and cut it out. I used my Tim Holtz tonic scissors for that one. They work really well. I also will be using Gina K Designs Premium Die Inks in Fresh Asparagus, Jelly Bean Green, Black Onyx, Innocent Pink, Dusty Rose, and Passionate Pink. I also will be using this wonderful ribbon. I have cut a piece already to go across the card and have tied it. Like that goes across there, so it's ready to go when we get to that point, and then I'll make a bow. I used the twisted twine and black onyx for that, to tie that. I'll be using foam squares and my tape runner. So let's get started, and I'll show you how to put this card together. I have a frame that I've already stamped, die cut and stamped in the black onyx ink. And I'm going to add some tape. Let's add it to the frame. We'll add this on here, like so. And I put the tape on the frame instead of the plastic because I didn't leave that much room all the way around. I'll be using this Staz-On for my birthday wishes greeting. Now, when you use the Staz-On, let me give you a little hint if you have never used it before on acetate. When you put it down on the acetate, it will feel like it's sliding, slippery. So put it down real gently, try not to wiggle it, and just barely press and then lift up. And I'm putting this near the top. The roses and stuff will cover near the bottom, and I want you to be able to see the birthday wishes. Okay? That's all we're going to do with the Staz-On. I'm going to go ahead and put my pink, get it out of the way, on the inside, and then we'll stamp the rose that I have. I already stamped the roses, so we didn't have to do that too. Okay, put that aside. Here's the roses I've already stamped out. I'm going to use 2 large ones, put 1 rose on the inside, and I'll stamp 1 rose also. And then I have the leaves already stamped. Okay, so we take the solid rose image, ink it up. There we go. Okay, there's Dusty Rose. And then the Passionate Pink for the last layer. Now on the last layer, you see how the petal right there in the middle comes down to a V? Well, it does the same thing on the stamp. That's how I line it up. All right, let me get the water brush and I'll show you this little trick. At first, it doesn't look like it's gonna turn out really well, but if you give it a second to dry, it looks really well and it covers up. Of course, there's so much going on the card, you probably wouldn't even see this, but just in case you want to try it, I take a paper towel and kind of dry off my water brush. I don't want it real wet. Take your Innocent Pink or the base color, whatever color you've used on the base of your flower. And you can put it on a craft mat, acrylic block. I just dab the top of my lid. I'm going to pick up just a little bit of the color. And then you see right here, we'll just put it down right there. Now I know there's going to be white around the edges because it's made that way. But sometimes in between your dark and your light, if there's a little white showing and you feel like it shouldn't be, you can just color it in like this and it's all okay. And then you'll see it as it dries. It looks just fine. First I'm going to put down the birthday wishes frame. And the way I'm going to do the roses and the leaves, you won't see any tape when you open the card and you look through this away. You won't see any tape. You'll see the back of the roses and stuff, but you won't see the tape that is holding it all together. Okay, I'm going to put this rose here on the corner. And I don't want the tape to show, so anything above the frame line, I will not add tape. I will add the tape down here on the bottom and the side. That way nothing shows. And the top is loose and I can get the greenery, the leaves behind it. Okay, I'm going to do it right there. And then we'll put this here. What I'll do is I'll tape down this leaf, and on this one I'll put a little tape on the top of the leaf so it'll stick to the back of the rose. That way everything has a little tape and it'll be just fine. Okay, push that over, and then this one's getting it on the back, and it don't need much. It's just a little leaf. It's not going anywhere. And see, the tape doesn't show because it's under the rose. This one's loose. That's okay. You know what I'm going to do? Watch. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut this little leaf right off of here. I'm doing it a little different than the other ones. Okay, I want to attach the leaf over here, and this leaf that I cut off, I think I'll tuck it in there. Then I want to do my ribbon before I put on the last rose because I want the leaves and the rose to make sure it's all on top. Okay, I'm going to take the ribbon that I already tied off with the little twine. We'll cut the end at an angle. Okay, just like that. Let's play with this for a minute. I will pop this one up, scoot it up. There we go. We'll put it like so. Let's add the pop dots on here. And I use a lot of these square foams. Some people can put one or two on the back and it works really well. But I always have a tendency to think it looks like it's sagging somewhere, so I need to add more. It probably isn't, but it just makes me feel better. So I add it. And I'm also going to use my liquid Tombow liquid glue, mono multi, and I'm just going to put a dot behind there and a little bit behind there just to hold the leaf down. So we're going to take the ribbon, I'm going to hold it with my third finger. It's going to be a double looped bow, and if you hold your fingers close, it's going to be smaller. The wider, the bigger the ribbon. So I'm going to hold it, I'll wrap it around twice. Okay, then I'm going to tuck this between, right here in the hole, between the fingers, come up and over. I'm going to lay that there, move my thumb up there to hold it, take this part, and then tuck it under, and then pull. Okay? And then you play with it and adjust it and get it how you want. Alright, let's get the glue dots. Use the big one. And my tweezers. Put one on the back. Move that up. Then fluff the bow. Now, one last thing. Always, even if you don't have a stamp that says made by, you really should have one. But if you don't, you can always take and stamp an image from the stamp set. Like you could do a rose, or you could glue a rose on the back and then write, hand write made by, and then put your name. This way you're signing your artwork, and then everybody knows who made it and who created it. And I want to add that to the inside. There you go. There's the finished project. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will come and visit us at Stamp TV. It's free to join, and we have lots of challenges and fun things to do over there. There's lots of inspiration in the gallery. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.